Okay, we are on.
Good morning.
It's been a long time. We're terrible, aren't we?
Has it?
Yeah.
When was the last time we did it? Was it not last week?
I think it was 3 or 4 weeks ago, mate.
Man, I would have said it was last week.
I know. You've got memory loss. We always have to say that in case people have forgotten.
Yeah. Ironically.
You are getting better, though.
I am. I do have a problem.
Well, yeah, many.
But any time that someone says, I believe, I can't help but think the children are the future. Feed them well.
The children are our future.
Feed them well and let them lead the way.
Pretty much let them lead the way.
But why?
Should we let children lead the way?
This is what I was just thinking myself, Whitney. You know? Let them lead the way. No. And obviously she had Bobby Christina with Bobby Brown, who I loved for a long time. And unfortunately, Bobby Christina got her looks from her father. She looks quite like Bobby, not so much like Whitney. And obviously Whitney was beautiful.
Welcome to Don't Laugh But, ladies and gentlemen.
Good.
We talk about Bobby and Whitney.
Yeah.
For half an hour.
Don't Laugh But is brought to you by Kirsty Hudson and Rebecca Elliott. Two women talking, and to a lesser extent, listening to each other for your amusement.
How are you? I mean, you got your memory loss situation.
It's coming back.
Yeah, as you use the phrase discom quite often, so I'm feeling a bit discom.
Yeah.
Feeling discombobulated.
Yeah.
How's your discom levels?
Oh my, do you know I'm so focused?
Are you?
I'm on it. I'm ready to go.
That doesn't sound like you.
I know. It is.
All
It
right.
is very much me. I'm excited. I feel like so much better, so much more myself. I'm going to say 77% there.
Wow, 77.
Yeah.
That is specific.
Which is so ridiculous. And Pacific and specific are so alike.
Yeah, it doesn't annoy me when people say Pacific, though.
Yeah.
Makes me want to slap them.
Yeah, because that's an ocean.
Yeah. Well done.
Is it an ocean, though? You know,
Back
like,
in the room. Come back in the room.
you know, like some big bodies.
You're so focused.
Well, because you've got the sea, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's the difference between the sea and an ocean?
I don't know.
I'm going to Google that. I'll tell you that next week.
Oh, I hate it when you ask me questions on air that I don't know.
That is so weird. Like, go on.
Do you know what I did this week?
No.
Which is one of those massive signs of age. I fell over from a sitting position. I was sitting in my chair in my office.
Yeah.
I had my big coat on, big long grey coat.
Yeah.
Picture the scene, picture it.
I'm picturing it.
And the bottom of the coat, because it's a cheap coat, it hasn't got a lining, so the bottom sort of folds up on itself.
Yeah.
So I just got up to put something in the bin.
Yeah.
Little did I know that my left foot was in said lining, right?
I thought you said it didn't have a lining.
No, it just folds up at the
Oh,
bottom.
folds up.
Yeah, do you know what I
I'm
mean?
with you.
So it was within the folds.
Oh.
So as I got up to put something in the bin, I pulled my entire body down. And as Thea always points out, when I fall over, even if I'm walking along or sitting down, moving very slowly, I fall like a frickin' stone. Just I'm down. And that's what I did.
Did you fall into the bin?
No, I fell on the floor very, very hard and knackered my knee.
Oh.
But that is a sign of age that you can, because also you can hurt yourself whilst asleep. You're just lying there asleep and you'll suddenly wake up, go, oh, I've just done something to my knee. Whilst lying there asleep. I mean, what the...
Yeah, I've done that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Totally. My sheeps keep coming off my bed, and it's really.
This is sheeps.
My sheeps, those ones you count.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like I'm like waking up in the morning. I must have started
Tossing and turning.
tossing and turning a lot.
Right.
And the sheeps, and I've got the elastic things to keep them on, and it's really annoying.
Do you think you're turning and Darren's tossing? Is this the problem?
Yeah.
It's Christmas coming up.
It is,
I believe.
Yeah.
We need to discuss your wreath. You went to a wreath making evening.
I did, and it was really great.
And I saw the photos afterwards, and your mum and your sister, didn't they? They made beautiful wreaths. The shape of them was glorious, a nice round shape with all the very clearly defined elements to it, and the bow down the bottom. Yours was an enormous unruly bush.
It's now on my door.
Is it?
It is.
Can you see any door?
No, I did find bits of my wreath, though, up the road. I reckon they'd come off because I'd put too much on.
A little bit.
And I think I found one of the bows as well. I did pick them up. And they were up there, and I thought, oh, maybe I did. But yeah, I mean,
You
look,
put all the trees on that wreath,
I
didn't you?
couldn't stop. But it does look like on my door. It does look
I look
like.
forward to seeing that. I can only imagine that going into your house now is going to be a little bit like entering Narnia through all the trees.
Yeah, I'm going to tell people that my child makes it, and then they'll say, "Oh, lovely. How old is your child?" And I'm going to say 5.
Okay,
that's my plan.
Then it would be impressive.
Yes.
That's fine. That's a good way of doing it.
Definitely. I've got a theory. People with their eyes too close together.
What's your theory?
That they're not good people.
I think there used to be a sort of old wives' tale sort of thing. They're untrustable.
Did they? Well, if you look right...
Old wives are awful, though, aren't they?
Those old wives. They've all got all kind of tales, haven't they? Yeah. Old wives' tales.
Mm-hmm.
People with their eyes too close together. Then I did think about it, and I can only think of 2. Right?
What's the 2 you've got?
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly?
Yeah.
How with R. Kelly?
I think he's still in prison.
Yeah, I know.
Eyes too close together. P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Eyes too close together.
Yeah, good point.
I looked at Harvey Weinstein. His eyes aren't close together.
So you've examined some of...
nor was Jeffrey Epstein's. So is it Epstein or Epstein? But either or, their eyes are quite far apart.
Dudley Dursley from Harry Potter, that actor.
Is he ginger?
Very close. No, very close together eyes. Because he's now a decent actor. He's been in Wolf Hall. I mean, he's got his acting chops down. But his eyes are still ridiculously close together, and it makes him look odd.
That's got the lovely man Damien
Lewis.
I love him.
Yeah.
Hasn't your friend got a picture with him on a...
My friend Sal has always been obsessed with Damien Lewis, and her husband frankly looks a bit like him as a sort of ginger good looking chap, but she bumped into Damien Lewis in Waitrose in Sudbury several years back, grabbed him and got a beautiful selfie, cheek to cheek, right? Facial cheeks, you understand, wasn't it? And since
Dancing with me.
Yeah, exactly. The photo of the 2 of them, her and Damien Lewis, is the one that's on the mantelpiece in their house.
Wow.
So everyone sort of presumes it's her and her husband, but it's not.
The wedding photos are somewhere in a box.
Exactly.
But her and Damien Lewis.
Yeah.
I imagine he's a nice man.
Of course he is.
Didn't he do that show with Claire Dance? Was it Claire Dance?
Homeland. I never saw it.
Oh my gosh, you must go back and watch it. One of the best shows ever made.
Isn't there just like episodes and episodes? It's like decades of catching up.
27 years.
That's it. I can approach a box set that I've missed if it's got, say, 3 seasons. I'm currently doing Bridgerton. I'm not ashamed.
I want to do that. I've not done it.
But I can't, you can't just catch up with a series that went on for, sort of 20 series or... Imagine if you had to catch up now on Coronation Street. From the beginning.
Well, you'd see Ken Barlow because he's been in it since the beginning. What's his real name in life?
Roach?
William Roach.
Okay.
He's been in it since, it's 1960 something, I think it's been on since.
I had a dream this week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. That, and I was in the studio on Radio 4, and not on air, but I was in the studio for some reason. I was helping out something. And they were doing Desert Island Discs, and Hitler was on it. Hitler was on Desert Island Discs. He was wearing a green sweater, and I was talking to the production staff going, this doesn't feel right. I mean, it's Hitler. And they were like, I know, but he's been quite entertaining.
Do you know what? I missed the part where you said I had a dream, and I'm thinking, hold the phone, how was the Desert Island Discs with Hitler? I missed that one.
Oh, the joys of memory loss. It was a dream, Kirst.
Oh, thank goodness
He's very much dead.
He is.
Say what you want about Hitler, but he killed Hitler. Anyway.
Did you know, right, this has really blown my mind, right? Mm-hmm. Crocodiles can't stick their tongues out.
I mean, that doesn't blow my mind, because I can't imagine them doing that. No,
right.
I can't.
But because they've got like a membrane, right? This has got a point that comes back to me. They have
Isn't everything?
They have a membrane that so it's like that the bottom bit of your tongue.
Yeah.
Theirs is big, and so they can't stick their tongues out, right? And I went.
So if they want to be rude to someone, do they have to give them the finger?
Yeah. And I used to also go to a thing called the Peanut Festival, where you could get alligator on skewers.
Really?
Yeah.
This was in America?
Yeah, Peanut Festival it was called. But anyway, they the boy I went to school with, he couldn't stick his tongue out because of the same reason.
Right, I was going to say, I had a friend at school, female friend, who could not stick her tongue out beyond her teeth because she was what they call tongue-tied. Yeah,
I think that's what it's called, isn't it?
Yeah, underneath. So, luckily, she didn't grow up to be a lesbian, so it won't be a problem. But yeah,
but she wasn't. I bet she wasn't very good at French kissing then, was she?
Probably not. I don't know. Well,
why is it called French kissing? That's
I don't know.
So weird.
Dirty French people.
Yeah, I can't kiss without putting a tongue in.
What, anyone?
It sounded weirder.
You think?
In my head. Yeah, everyone. Whoop, there it is. So sorry. Slipped it in. Oh, that's so wrong. I'm so
Lovely.
sorry. Yeah.
In my little Theo What a Man corner, there isn't a lot this week. But I did want... He wanted me to point out, his nighttime mumblings.
Yeah, at this point, though, we should have what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
What a mighty good man.
Yeah.
There you go, we've done that.
Salt and pepper.
He would like me to point out, his nighttime mumblings?
Yes.
So he kind of slightly snores, but then in between each one he's like... He communicates with himself. And he would like me to point out that he once took a video of me. He wanted me to play it on air. I'm not going to do that. Of me snoring on the out breath.
Oh.
And he took a video, and it was a bit like, he was a bit sort of David Bellamy-esque when he was kind of whispering because he didn't want to wake me up. He was going, look, she's snoring on the out breath. That's not normal, is it? As we can observe here. Yeah, so most people saw... right inwards.
Yeah.
But I was kind of breathing in fine and then going so that video exists in the world. It's a beautiful thing.
I think one day we should play that video.
I think everyone would enjoy it.
I think so. I was looking at my notes, right? Because I write notes through the week for this.
Of course you do.
And one of my notes said it's a bunch of cleavage rather than a bunch of cartilage. And what do you think I was going to talk about there?
Occasionally I do that. I write a note for this. I've just written something completely random.
Like that makes
It's a bunch of cleavage rather than a bunch of cartilage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there we go.
Okay. But I like that you said it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still bemused by it.
Yes, you should be.
I hope it comes back to me.
Could we at this point delve, if you will, into my crevice? Yeah. My crevice of curiosity. And I did flag this up last week, but we didn't have time for it.
That could be called cock.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
But I love how you were sort of counting out the letters on your hand and looking up going, hang on a minute, something to that. Yeah. Let's delve into my cock, if you will.
Rebecca Elliott's crevice of curiosity.
I did flag this up last week, but we didn't have time for it.
No.
Kangaroos.
Oh.
Genitalia.
Yeah.
Combine the two and you've got some fascinating facts.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't genitalia a beautiful girl's name? Kangaroo testicles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Are above the penis.
They're above the penis.
Yes, and they are, and I quote, this is from Scientific Stuff, highly mobile. They can basically move them out the way. Not with they don't have hands, paws or whatever. Yeah.
They just move them.
Yeah, they can just move them. Like, boop, boop, boop. Imagine that.
Where do they move them to?
I don't ask follow-up questions, I don't know. When do they move them? I mean, just out the way.
They just put them on the forehead. Oh, wow.
Female kangaroos have 3 vaginas.
No, they don't.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
Why?
Kirsty. Well, the outside 2. I mean, I say 3 vaginas, of course, we all think of what... They have one outside bit, but then 3 tubes.
Oh.
Right?
Right.
So the outside 2 for the sperm that lead to 2 uteruses.
Uh-huh.
Right, and the middle one is for giving birth out of.
Right.
But because they've got 2 that you can get pregnant by, some male kangaroos have evolved to have a willy that basically splits off into 2.
No way.
Yeah.
So
I've got more if you want to keep people are feeling ill.
So there was a little bit in my head thought that kangaroos, like, they went straight into the pouch.
No, they go into the pouch very early on when they're tiny little bean-sized babies.
Bean.
But also, yes, so they can get pregnant sort of at the same time and immediately afterwards, and they can go. But also, female kangaroos can put their pregnancy on pause. If they're going through particular times of like hardship, drought, and no food about, they can go, well, I'm pregnant, but and they can pause it for like a year. So they've got a little baby embryo.
Well, they can
decide for it not to go any further yet, and then until they kind of trigger off their pregnancy again. Wouldn't it be great if we could do that?
Well, how come evolution happened that way and not for the human? Because it would have made much more sense.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, so that's my kangaroo. My kangaroo facts for you. Did you enjoy my crevice?
Yeah, I did. Cause
my cock.
Although, Georgia cock. But that is obviously because of the ashamed man. Shamed? Rolf Harris, remember? Tying the kangaroo down the floor.
I don't think he was ashamed, but yeah.
I don't want to go to Australia, but I think...
Because of him?
Yeah, but I think people in Australia are nice.
All of them.
Is Neighbours still on?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to love Neighbours.
Oh, me too. I used to rush home. I used to get so excited.
Oh, me too. Me and my friend used to act out scenes from Neighbours.
Oh, I did that about Greece.
I told you this week I was an enormous fan of Jason Donovan.
Yes.
At the age of sort of 10.
Yes.
And it feels like in my memory, I don't know if this is true, but I'm pretty sure that almost overnight, my bedroom, so this is sort of age 9, 10, went from just wall-to-wall Sylvanian families to wall-to-wall Jason Donovan, posters and everything.
That's amazing.
Pretty much overnight.
That is amazing, isn't it? And like, is he married, Jason Donovan?
I don't know, Kirsty.
Especially for you.
Yeah.
I used to listen to that and imagine myself marrying Donnie Wahlberg to that song.
Did you?
I loved him.
All right.
I loved him. Like
I loved Jason. All right. Don't say that your love for Donnie was better than my love for Jason. All right.
Oh.
My love for Jason was epic. Lost the test of time.
You're listening to the opinions of Rebecca Elliott and Kirsty Hudson. Why? I don't know. That's something you need to ask yourself.
I've learned an interesting fact this week.
Go on.
Right. The Eiffel Tower is taller in the summer. Did you know that?
Because the metal expands, I'm presuming?
It's because of, I think that's, if that is thermal expansion.
Yes.
Then yes. that's it goes to 5 a massive difference. A massive.
Is it massive?
5.9 inches. Which,
okay, that's...
Oh, sound's going.
What?
Hold on.
No, it's not.
It did. It went. It's gone. It's come back now, though.
Is it because your headphones fell off? Because you're so reclined right now. You're basically lying down.
I am very relaxed.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Everyone can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Really?
No.
Right. I think what you've done is you've pulled the thing.
I haven't pulled anything.
Yes, you have. Out of that ear.
It's what ear?
Where the wire goes into your headphones. Where the wire... Listen to my words. Push it in.
Why now?
Well, thank God for that.
Thank God.
Can we go into my WOM?
What a man.
What's on my mind?
Well, what's on my mind?
Yeah, that was your idea.
Yeah.
The WOM was yours.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's a good one.
I don't think we had a jingle for that. Could you do one now?
What's on my mind? WOMM. What's on my mind? It's actually Rebecca Pierce's mind, but what?
That's beautiful. I am now remembering that I think we did have a jingle, but I think it was pretty much exactly the same as that, so that's fine. Right, I was listening. This is what's on my mind, is song lyrics, Kirst. I was listening this week to The Pretenders' Don't Get Me Wrong, which is one of my favourite songs. It was on a playlist, okay? And the lyric came up, who can explain the thunder and rain? There's just something in the air. And I was thinking...
Meteorologist.
Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. Right? And the explanation then, who can explain it? I think it's just something in the air. It's just magic, isn't it? Right? So that made me think, what other song lyrics contain really bad sort of scientific fact that's not... I mean, obviously a lot of song lyrics use analogous terms, right? But if we learnt our science from pop music, I think the first culprit would have to be Vanessa Williams' Save the Best for Last, also a good song.
Oh, yeah.
And she says, sometimes the snow comes down in June. That is true. Okay? I mean, Prince says sometimes it snows in April. She's gone a step further. She said June. That's fine. Depending on where you are in the world, that's fine. Sometimes the sun goes round the moon. No, it doesn't. If it did, we're all dead.
Where was that from?
Save the Best for Last. You went and save the best for last.
It's still Vanessa Ward. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Vanessa Ward.
In the room.
Vanessa who?
Vanessa Williams. Anyway, so sun going round the moon. No, Katie Melua has 9 million bicycles. Now there are 9 million bicycles in Beijing. That is actually fairly accurate. That's fine.
Is that right?
Yes. She goes on to say though, we are 12 billion light years from the edge. That's a guess. No one can ever say it's true. Scientists, this is where scientists go too far the other way. Went mental about this. Right, one of the I can't remember his name, Simon something, wrote an article in the Guardian. Right,
livid.
He was absolutely livid, saying that Katie Melua suffered from a deep ignorance of cosmology and no understanding of scientific method. She's more than 1 billion years out, and saying it's a guess is an insult to a century of astronomical progress measurements, because it's measurements, not guesswork. But bless her heart, she then went on Radio 4. Changed the lyrics to we are 13.7 billion light years from the edge of the observable universe. That's a good estimate with well-defined error bars. So I like that.
Oh, I like that.
I've got lots more. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah.
I'll just be brief. Frank Sinatra, they all laughed at Christopher Columbus when he said the earth was round. No, they didn't. Like Aristotle, 500 years BC, said that the earth was spherical, and most people believed that the earth was spherical.
Before Christopher Columbus.
Centuries and centuries and centuries before. Like everyone knew, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know now.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Lions don't live in the jungle coast. They live on the savannah. They're also primarily nocturnal, so they're unlikely to sleep at night.
Wow.
Right? In the Speed of Sound by Coldplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like Coldplay.
I don't know why. I like this one.
They're so dull. Anyway, one of the lines in that is planets are moving at the speed of light. Totally untrue. The fastest star ever recorded goes at 8% the speed of light. Shine bright like a diamond. That song, right? Diamonds don't shine. They just reflect light. So that's a load of bollocks. Also, doves don't cry. But fat bottom girls are actually responsible for the rotation of the earth. So that one's fine. I've decided.
You have really done your research.
I did my research there.
That is really impressive.
Also, someone else pointed this out, but I'm going to take credit for it. There's a highway to hell.
Highway.
There's a stairway to heaven, which gives you some idea of the expected traffic to both places. Just a stairway up to heaven.
It'll be quite busy on the way to hell. A highway to hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a stairway to heaven.
I don't think that was trying to be scientifically accurate.
No, because that's quite, I imagine, a long staircase.
It would be.
Yeah. I hope it was carpeted. Or would it just have a runner going up the middle?
I would hope for an escalator.
Oh, I love an escalator.
You've got into heaven. Great. You've now got to walk for like 5 years up a set of stairs to get there.
Do you know an escalator?
And there's a highway to hell. I think I'll just go there.
I love an escalator. But what
Escalator?
Escalator?
Escalator.
Escalator.
No, escalator.
What I love more than an escalator is a walkalator.
Oh, yeah.
When you're in the airport.
The airport.
Why are they everywhere?
Feels like you've got a special power, doesn't it?
Yeah, but why don't they just put them on the path?
Lazy souls.
No, because I always walk on a walkalator. Like,
are they a walkalator or are they a travelator? Or am I thinking back to gladiators?
I'm gonna go with a walkalator. I really hate gladiators. I hate them all. I don't like them.
All right.
But I do like I like a walkulator. I love an escalator. I'll always go up an escalator. Don't like a lift.
Even if you don't know where it's going?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
Yeah. I love them. And then I really love a walkulator.
I don't think that's what they're called.
They should be if they're not.
Okay.
But aren't they the most funnest thing? That you're literally...
They are the most funnest thing.
Yeah, you're on a flat surface. The people walking next to you, and you're just standing there going, hi. Yeah. Like I said, I do walk on a walkulator. And then you feel like you've got, like... You're like...
Yeah.
I was going to say Magic Johnson, but he's a basketball player. Who? Oh, Usain Bolt. That's what you feel like.
Really? That's the speed you think you're going at? How fast are the walkulator?
Oh.
I'm not going to call it a walkulator. That's not what it's called.
It's called a walkulator. If it's not, it should be.
Okay.
So there we go. That's what I do enjoy. Can I tell you something as well? Another fact I learned.
Yeah.
Right. The phrase, like we say, is bald as a coot. Right?
Yes.
It's been around since about 1430.
It was off the top of your head. Mm-hmm.
I knew that factually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was made right because in coots, i.e. the bald at the front of the head, but it's just not the lack of hair. The word bald.
Hang on. Right, slow down. Coots. Are we talking about the bird?
I think so.
You think so? You didn't even know. Right. Sorry. Say it again then.
The phrase "bald as a phrase," "bald as a coot" has been around since around 1413. Was made in Coots. In Coots. Was it made? So was there a place called Coots?
Oh,
then?
dude, you've researched this. You're now questioning your own notes with like.
Oh, now my telephone's ringing.
Well, that's just unprofessional, isn't
Honestly. It? Hold on. So sorry, listeners.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry. Oh, hold on. Where was I? Coots.
Bald as a coot.
Yeah, but it's not just to do with the lack of hair. The word bald arrives from the Old English word bala, right, meaning white patch, which the bird's white frontal plate resembles.
Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Right.
I mean,
that was exhausting. For very little reward.
I think all I did was say, "Oh, that's kind of interesting," and then did read it.
Copy and paste. I'll read it out. It'll be fine.
Yeah. And then I realised it was a really boring.
No, I don't think it's fine.
Oh,
you delivered it well.
Just
yeah.
Oh gosh, I do worry. I have got other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like a piggyback, right?
Giving someone a piggyback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that a weird thing to say?
Yes, it is quite weird.
Like I'm putting someone on my back.
Are you the piggy or are they the piggy? You're the piggy.
No.
It's like riding a pig.
No, the person.
Got a bit Deliverance.
Squeal, piggy.
Don't say it.
So you're the person. The piggy is on your back because it's called piggyback.
Yeah, but your back, your physical back, could be the piggy's back. So you're the piggy.
No, the person on your back.
If only someone had done some research on this, and then we'd know.
Well, I'm going to argue, right, that you are the piggy.
Right.
And
I think you're the piggy.
And the person is on your back.
Uh-huh.
Piggyback. Maybe they are.
That's what I was saying.
No, they're definitely the piggy. I can't stress that enough. I can't. Oh, I had other stuff. Oh, I have. It's all right. Don't panic. And
I'll just drop a little Beck's fast fact here.
No, but that's really blown my mind.
What has?
Who is the piggy?
Well, that's the title of this week's podcast. That's done. You often have quite unruly hair at the back of your head.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's because you brush your hair at the front because you can't see the back. You go, no, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, in the 16th century, they had the term elf locks. One word, elf locks, which means knotted, matted hair that looks as if it were tangled by mischievous elves. So there you go. You got elf locks at the back.
Oh, that's because those mischievous elves.
Mischievous.
What I think it's down to is when I was young, I used to suck my thumb and twiddle my hair with a cup of tea. So I'd have a cup of tea, put my thumb in my mouth, and now do that, like twiddle. Can you see twiddling?
Twiddle.
So
you were the mischievous elf.
I was. I think it's just stays.
How young are we talking? 32, 33?
Yeah. I mean, I reckon I stopped in the last 2 years. You know?
Okay, we hope.
Yeah, but I think that I just damaged the back of my hair. That's what I think.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Or it could be those elves.
Oh, dude, we've gone so over time. Have you got anything?
Oh, I've got so much stuff.
No.
Oh, we over time.
Well, let's do a long one. We haven't done it in weeks. If people don't listen, it's fine. I'm listening. Well, I'm kind of half listening.
This is fascinating, right? On average, how many people would you say choke to death on a ballpoint pen?
12 billion.
100. Which I thought was quite high.
That is high.
You wouldn't think that, would you?
Well, hang on. Is this how many people per year?
Yeah. On average, 100 people choke to death on a ballpoint pen each year.
So they've swallowed the whole pen?
They've choked on a ballpoint pen. I didn't do any more research. I just know that they choked.
Wow.
I will do more research to find out which part of the pen they choked on.
What a way to go, though.
I know. Well, remember, now they have holes in the lids of pens.
They do.
Because
that shouldn't happen anymore.
Yeah, but it's not the lid they're choking on,
It's
mate.
the whole pen. They've decided to swallow the whole pen.
I think they're probably chewing a bit of it. Right down.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Bic brought out like a pen for women about sort of 15 years ago?
No.
Yeah, they came under a lot of flack for it, rightly so. They basically, because us women, of course, couldn't write a thing since the dawn of time until they came up with a pink pen, which was slightly smaller for the lady's hand. This was literally only about 15, 20 years ago, something like that, in the 2000s or something. Yeah, with all pink packaging.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
what did we do before that came out?
Dainty little fingers.
Yeah, we were just scratching at the page with our long fingernails.
I've got very monkey-like hands.
Right.
Look. Well, I've got elf hair.
Yeah.
Monkey hands.
And you're the piggy.
No, you. I'm the bat. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now you will live your life with a sense of pride that you're not us.
That's true. That's your takeaway. At least you're not us. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Should be our new tagline. Are we wrapping up?
I mean, I've got so much more, but no, I'm going to save it for next week.
Are you sure?
Oh.
Yeah, we'll do another one before Christmas.
Oh, of course we will.
Yeah.
How would they live without it?
I just don't
that
know.
one person.
Mm-hmm.
We love you, Mark.
People, wrap up warm.
Oh, and Mopple.
And Mopple, yeah.
Another fan of
two
ours.
fans.
Yeah.
Wrap up warm and be kind to yourselves. Yeah. That's what my shrink always says.
Be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself.
I was going to say, can I say the F word?
No.
Bugger everyone else.
Oh, do you know, that sounded worse. I think you should use the F word.
What I meant is, kind yourself, fuck everyone else.
There it is. Okay.
Beautiful.
Bye, people. We love you.
We love you. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. See
next
you soon.
week.
Yeah, maybe.
Next week.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.
Come back next week when Rebecca and Kirsty will tickle your eardrums with yet more gentle, pointless wonderments.